Johnson leading this race for Hendrick Motorsports. Phil?
Closing laps now, and everyone was wondering, would a Hendrick Motorsports team be in contention near the end of the race? On Friday, in their press conference in the media center, Jimmy Johnson talked about Rick Hendrick. He said, in extraordinary circumstances, extraordinary people do extraordinary things. Now Johnson's trying to do something special for all the people of Hendrick Motorsports and take the family to victory lane.
Well, he better flip that mirror up.
Mark Martin is coming. He's closing on the 40 car. He may run out of time. There may not be enough left.
He's all yours. Go get him.
I don't know. He is that.
Oh, lady, he's a one fly. He's all yours. Get him.
2 3/10 of a second faster every lap.
And wide in turn one.
He drove her down in the corner just a little bit too deep, trying to get a little bit more. It wasn't there.
Mark Martin, with desire of his own, at 45 years old, already announced that next year will be his last year of Nextel Cup racing. Wants the championship badly, wants the victory badly. Jimmy Johnson carrying the emotion of an entire organization with him. What it will do for them if he can win this race today. 2 laps to go in Atlanta.
Jimmy Johnson, there he goes, burying a tire in the fender again, but Mark Martin right on the white line. He is catching him, but I think you're right, BP. I don't think he's got enough time.
Well, he's going to run out of time.
Mark is just, both of these guys are driving their guts out right now.
As hard as they can possibly go and still keep the car under control.
One more time. One more lap. One more.
White flag is up. Final lap in Atlanta. Jimmy Johnson leading Mark Martin.
I think they're a little bit better this time, Jimmy Johnson, but Mark still gained on him just a touch. But Johnson's got it. I mean, unless he makes a big mistake at 3 and 4, Mark can't do it.
This could be 3 in a row for that 48 car.
Buddy, come on. Bring it home. Bring it home. Jimmy, don't do any burnouts, buddy.
The emotions of the victory for Jimmy Johnson. He wins in Atlanta for Hendrick Motorsports.
That's good stuff.
And let me remember you all the way.
Jimmy Johnson in victory lane for the 3rd straight week.
Now wait, look.
He may take him just a second, and he's not the only one that needs some time to compose himself in victory lane. Here's Chad Canals, his crew chief. Said this morning we just want to be there at the end. We have a top 10 car. We'll work on it all day. We want to be there at the end, just like at Charlotte. Now a cell phone call and a big smile, and you can only imagine that that has to be Rick Hendrick on the other end of that line. Probably heard him say, "Hey, boss." Ken Howes handed him the phone. Ken, a long time Hendrick Motorsports, member of the family. I think Jimmy wants to get out. He's just not sure he can. A deep breath. It is perfectly silent at this racetrack. Till now. It's what you wanted.
There is no medicine like that. It doesn't change anything, and we don't get back our friends that we've lost. But it sure makes it feel better to do something like this, and it's just unbelievable. As you can imagine, lost for words, and I just don't even know where to start. I got to thank my crew guys, everybody at Hendrick Motorsports, have such a difficult week, to be able to bounce back and to do this. I don't even know what to say. This is unbelievable. I just talked to Rick on the phone. He said, put my hat on backwards for little Ricky. So there it is for little Ricky. Randy Dorton, Joe Jackson, Liz and Dick, Jeff Turner,
Joe Jackson.
Joe Jackson. I mean, everybody. It's just unbelievable. I don't even know what to say. This Lowe's car, all the support from this team, from everyone. This is a special deal. Big day in the points. I don't even know what to say, Bill.
Can I ask you about restarts then? Just tell me about restarts, because you had a few of them that were pretty exciting today.
Yeah, when you get that close to the front, you I guess do things that you probably shouldn't do. And I tried it once before, and the car stuck really good, just flat footing 1 and 2, and had a great restart on that one. And I knew Casey was having some troubles getting going. I was going to have to be careful for him. I didn't realize I was going to get on the outside of the 01. And then I had to be 3 or 4 wide up against the wall, and I just kept my foot in it.
And that 6 car was coming behind you.
6 car was coming, but I had 10 angels riding on this race car. And feel bad for Mark, dominant car, but things happen for a reason. Unfortunately, the event's what happened. God had a bigger plan for them, and there's a bigger plan for this Hendrick team here today.
Okay, Jimmy, I just have to ask you one more. There are people that would wonder how you guys did get it together to get here this week.
It's just preparation. What Rick has done with this race team, what everybody's worked so hard for, it's just preparation, and it is tough. It was tough, but it's all preparation. It's this guy, it's those guys.
See those guys over there? They have their hats on. That one's named Vickers and one's named Gordon. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody at home, too, for supporting the Hendrick family and all of us for this.
Well, Terry Labonte, Jeff Gordon, Chad Canals, Brian Vickers are all here. You guys are all in Victory Lane. This is a family celebration, I imagine, Terry.
Well, it really is, and I'm so proud of Jimmy and his team, and for them to come back from such a tough week that we all had, and be able to win this race for Rick and all the families and everybody at Hendrick Motorsports is really a special day. So it's awesome.
Jeff, your thoughts?
I couldn't have said it any better. You know, this is a family organization, and I'm just so proud of Jimmy and Chad and this entire Lowe's team. We all want a victory here. All 4 of us are trying so hard for it, and I just know, there's a lot of smiles out there, and that's so awesome, and just proud of the whole organization for coming together and stepping up the way they did and pulling this victory off. It's just amazing.
And this young kid over here, you got your hat on backwards, you got your 5 up there, you finally got a big smile on your face, and I know that's tough.
Yeah, finally. We all wanted to win. This is one of the hats Ricky gave me, and he always he liked to wear it backwards, and we got orders from the boss. Thanks, Rick, for everybody everybody following through with it. But it was we all wanted to win, and I can't say enough about this organization. Congratulations to Jimmy. They did a great job, and Chad. This organization is unbelievable. Those Thornton Motors are awesome, and I also want to thank Marshall for being here. It was good to see a family member here at the racetrack this weekend, and I think it lifted the spirits of everybody and meant a lot.
Enjoy your afternoon.
Thanks.
A family celebration in Victory Lane.